I'm always striving to improve my personal website by Crawford.com because I think, well, if a client comes onto my website and it's not the best Squarespace website they've ever seen in their entire life, then I'm not doing my job right and I'm not inspiring confidence within them. So, I'm always figuring out what's the next thing that I can do? What can I add? How can I make it cooler? How can I make the client journey better? And one thing that, I mean, this is a really small thing, but one thing that I added in recently is a book a call widget at the bottom right of the site. So it's always in place, always giving clients the option to book a call. And I was like, ooh, how can I bring a little bit more attention to this? And I'd actually seen this effect on one of my students. So for those who don't know, I coach Squarespace web designers how to earn more money. And one of my students, Nick, he had this effect on his site, like a pulse. So that his contact button had a pulse. And I was like, whoa, that's cool. So I stole it from Nick. Nick, if you're watching, I completely ripped it off from you. I mean, I wrote the code myself, but I ripped the style off or the inspiration off from you. Anyway, so I added this pulse to the Calendly button, so the book a call button, and I was like, that looks sick. I need to do a tutorial to show people how to do this. Doesn't have to be on like a book a call widget or anything like that. It can just be on a button. It could be like a buy button or contact us button, whatever it may be. So I'll show you it on my site, and then I'll show you how you can do it on yours. So this is my site by Crawford.com. If you want someone to build your Squarespace website, you want it to be the best in the world, then get in touch with me. Anyway, you can see you can see it more on a white background, but we've got this pulse that comes out around the button. So it scales down a little bit, scales back up a little bit, and then it has this, what would you call it? Like a box shadow that hovers in and out, or pulses in and out, obviously. You can't see it too much no, you can't see it at all in the dark background, but on the light background, it looks sick. So how do we do it? Well, if we go over to this practice website here, I've got a nice template set up. If we go into pages and then website tools and then custom CSS, I'm going to paste the code that I wrote for this. And you can see our button here has the cool pulse. So I'll break it down for you now. I'm targeting a tertiary button just because in this template, the button was a tertiary. You can do primary or secondary as well. So, if I click on this and make it a primary, that is going to get rid of the effect. But then if I go into the CSS and I say primary, like so, the effect is going to be back. And what I'm doing is I'm saying, okay, the animation, I'm going to call it pulsing. 2 seconds infinite. So it just goes on. It goes from 0% to 100% in 2 seconds, and then it loops infinitely. So I'm saying from 0% to 70%, we want it to transform. So basically scale it down just a tad. Now you don't have to do this. You can take out the transform element. You can take that out, and you can take that out, and you can just have the box shadow. So it's completely up to you how you want to play that. I want to keep in the transform because I like it. Then the box shadow. So you can say, okay, so this is basically, there's no shadow, and then it goes to, you can make it like stupidly big if you wish. So I'm being daft, obviously doing 200px, but that shows you, the lengths at which you can go. 20 if you want to be, again, still a weirdo. I would keep, let's say, under 14. Otherwise, I think let's round it up 15. After that, it gets a little bit silly. But I think I had it on 7 because that was quite subtle. If you want to be less subtle, maybe 10. And then basically want to go back down to 0. You can also change the color. So RGBA means the color, which is usually RGB. So 0, 0, 0, that's black. And then 0.3 is the opacity. So you can change this. You can make it 0. It's going to do NAFL. You can make it 1. And you can see that makes it a lot more black. And it doesn't have to be black. You could do white. So you could do 255, 255, 255. Keep it white. And, you can do whatever RGB you wish. And then you can just control the opacity with this. Same goes for the box shadow down here and down here. So I'm going to leave this code in a blog post linked below. If you want to steal this and steal Nick's idea, then you can. Hopefully you found it useful. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and hit subscribe. And if you want me to build your Squarespace website, you can get in touch using the links in the description.